Welcome to Danny's Mobile Tech Podcast, a podcast where we talk tech, the very latest news in mobile, wireless, and artificial intelligence. Today, we're going to explore ways to maximize your productivity and minimize waste when using text-to-speech generators like ElevenLabs. I'm your host, Alex.
And I'm your co-host, Samantha. Today, we're going to talk about how to save and stretch your credits on ElevenLabs by using the Studio feature. If you're like many users, you might be pasting long-form content directly into the text-to-speech generator, but this can be a costly and inefficient way to use the platform.
That's right. By using the Studio feature, you can break down your content into smaller, more manageable chunks and optimize your text for better speech synthesis. This can help you save credits and get more out of your ElevenLabs account.
So, let's dive in and take a step-by-step look at how to use the Studio feature. First, log into your ElevenLabs account and navigate to the Studio page. From there, you can create a new project or open an existing one. Once you're in the Studio, you'll see a range of tools and features that allow you to edit and optimize your text. One of the most important things to do is to break up your content into smaller sections or scenes. This will help the speech synthesis engine to better understand the context and tone of your text.
That's right. You can think of scenes like paragraphs or sections in a document. By breaking up your content into smaller scenes, you can also make it easier to edit and revise your text. And because each scene is processed separately, you can save credits by only re-rendering the scenes that need to be changed. And let's not forget about the SSML tags. These are your secret weapons for controlling pronunciation, pauses, and even adding sound effects.
ElevenLabs supports SSML, allowing for very granular control over the generated speech. For example, you can use SSML tags to add pauses for dramatic effect or to ensure a tricky word is pronounced correctly. These tags are essential for professional sounding audio. Another great feature of the Studio is the ability to save your voice settings. If you've spent time perfecting the voice for a specific character, you can save those settings as a preset and easily apply them to other utterances or even other projects. This saves you from having to tweak the settings every time. Now, let's talk about some other tips and tricks for saving credits and maximizing efficiency on ElevenLabs. One thing to keep in mind is that the length of your text has a direct impact on the number of credits you use. So try to keep your text concise and focused.
Exactly. Efficiency is the name of the game. Now let's talk about revisions. Let's say you need to make a small change to one sentence. Instead of re-rendering the entire script, you can simply edit the specific utterance and re-render just that small section. This is a huge time and credit saver.
You are so right. This is probably the most important tip for saving credits. Imagine you have a 10,000 word script and find a typo. Without the Studio, you'd have to regenerate the entire audio. With the Studio, you fix the typo, re-render that one sentence, and you are done.
And if you need to make changes to your text, try to do so before you render it as speech. This will save you from having to re-render the entire text and using up more credits.
You know what? Another tip is to take advantage of ElevenLabs' cache feature. The cache allows you to store and reuse previously rendered speech, which can save you credits and time. The way you find this feature is to go to your text-to-speech history and you can find previously rendered audio. Like, you can count on times when you will have no choice than to re-render a clause, a couple of words, but there's nothing like being able to just go back and grab some saved recording, which might be a fit for another project.
Finally, we recommend experimenting with different speakers, tones, and paces to find the combination that works best for your content. By taking the time to optimize your text and settings, you can get the best possible results from ElevenLabs while also saving credits.
Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Danny's Mobile Tech Podcast. We hope you found these tips and tricks helpful for saving and stretching your credits on ElevenLabs.
Join us next time for more productivity tips and tricks.
And if you have any questions or topics you'd like to discuss, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We're always here to help. You know we'll be reading those comments. See you on the next episode.
For questions about this information, comment below. Please subscribe and click on the bell to get updates as soon as we hit publish. This is the Danny Mobile Tech and Travel Podcast.